Yo guys, today I'll be showing you my rank 1 4-2-1-3 custom tactics, and I'll be showing you the two variants of the 4-2-1-3 that I switch between in-game. The first one is the one I start games off in, and the codes for both of them will be in the top right during the video. So here I've got my build-up style on counter and my defensive approach on balanced. This is because I like to start games off with a balanced approach, and I don't like to start straight off with a high depth and automatic press with 70 depth. I like to get a feel of the game first with 50 depth, and now let me show you the player roles. So I've got my goalkeeper and sweeper keeper. By now you probably already know how much better sweeper keeper is than goalkeeper, and how easy it makes defending one-on-ones, but if you don't, sweeper keeper is by far the better tactic. And it's so good for rushing your keeper out of your opponent's one-on-one to close down the angle. And I've got my right back on fullback balanced and my left back on fullback defend. This is so when I'm defending my left back and two centre backs form kind of a back three, because this gives me very good cover in the middle of the pitch. If you have both your fullbacks unbalanced, then there's a very big gap between your centre backs, and your opponent can just run straight through that with their striker. And even though it looks like the left side of the pitch is open here in game, it's not. The left back still covers the left side. So this combo is the best to have for your defense. Then for my DMs, I've got both of them on deep line playmaker defend. I find this to be the best instruction, and I'm gonna give Hullet deep line playmaker plus from the season pass. I just haven't unlocked it yet. Then I have my cam on playmaker balanced. I like playmaker the most out of all the cam instructions because it's the only one that gives a defensive contribution, and all the other ones leave you quite open. Then I've got both my wingers on inside forward and my striker on advanced forward because they make your attackers make the best runs. Like I said, this is the variant of the 4-2-1-3 that I start games off in. But if I go 2 goals down or if I'm losing at half time, then I switch to a different variation of the 4-2-1-3, and I call that the 4-2-1-3 press. As you can see here, I've got a high defensive approach 70 depth, and this is so my team triggers the automatic offside traps and a very high press for me to get back into the game. Before the most recent patch I used to use 95 depth aggressive defensive approach, but they patched that, but most people have completely forgotten that 70 depth is pretty much just as broken as 95, and I don't understand why EA patched 95 without patching 70. So you can easily just switch to 70 depth and have the same crazy press from before the patch. And then for the player roles, they're pretty much identical. The only difference here is that now I've got my right back on wing back balanced instead of full back balanced, just so that they're even more attacking. And then same with my cam, I've got them on shadow striker instead of playmaker, just so that they're even higher up the pitch when I'm trying to make a comeback. I've made many videos about many different tactics and I've used nearly every formation in this game, and the 4-2-1-3 is just by far the best. So if you want the most meta Tots tactics, this combination that I've shown you in this video will work amazingly for you. I've recently introduced channel memberships. You can even get coaching from me, so check that out if that's something you're interested in. I've also got many gameplay tutorials on my channel, such as the 2 best corner routines all 15 and no players use, so check that out. Drop a sub if you enjoyed these tactics, and yeah, thanks for watching.